Hi everybody, how are you? This is Pamela from Pamela's Butterfly Life. Thank you so much for being on with me. Today, my event and workshop is called Shedding the Weight, Why Wait? Releasing Limited Beliefs to Fuel Optimum Performance. Thank you so much for being here. Today is Monday and you spent your time with me. My heart is so grateful and I'm so happy for your presence. So really quickly, what makes your heart so grateful for today? Talk to me. Oh, okay. Shug. What makes your heart so happy?
I'm happy because I want to prevent more myself. So I'm that I stepped out to be around some like-minded people.
All right. So you stepped out to be around like-minded people.
Yes.
Like just good vibrations and almost like different, like similar paths.
I see it as being conducive to where I'm trying to go, the trajectory in my life that I'm trying to bring about. For instance, public speaking.
Yes.
So I'm impressed by that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with me because we kind of had our wires crossed, but I'm so grateful that you reached out and I was here and that we connected. So thank you, Sugar. Thank you, Sugar. Okay, really for a side note, Sugar's birthday is actually a day after Jamie's? A day after. So yeah, you have like a special place in my heart. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for being on with me. Anybody else want to share anything about just being grateful or anything that happened today that makes your heart happy? Yes.
I like the weather.
Oh, you like the weather?
It's hot, but it beats the snow and the cold.
Yes.
The sunshine is just wonderful.
Oh my gosh, because like 3 months ago, it was like, and we were like still like in 30s and 40s.
Yes.
It's like we skipped spring and then we went straight to, right into summer. So it's July. Today's like July 13th. I'm so grateful, I'm so happy. All right, so my event is called, oh wait, one more, thank you. Yes, sir, yes, Dr. Liverman.
Yes, how's everybody? All right. I'm so grateful because if I assess me exactly, I have probably lost 40 pounds in the past 3 months.
Okay, go ahead then.
A unique situation, but the way
How do you feel? How do you feel losing 40 pounds?
great.
You feel pretty good? Well, I love your smile. I'm so happy that you're on. So my event is called Shedding the Weight, Why Wait? Releasing Limited Beliefs to Fuel High Performance. Why are we stuck doing the same thing over and over and over when we aren't getting the results that we want? Does anyone know why we're stuck? Okay, prime example. I get up in the morning. Let's say if you're supposed to get up out the bed at 7 o'clock. Oh my gosh, you look and it's like 6:30. You're like, you could be a little bit off of time. And then from there, one decision and then you're off, it kind of snowballs into like another, oh my gosh, you spill coffee on your shirt. You brush your teeth, there's a toothpaste stain on your shirt. And then you stub your toe and then you're stuck in traffic. Like, what's going on? And then how do you feel in your body? It starts with the letter S. Does anyone? It is stress. What is stress?
When the chemical in your brain called cortisol releases in your bloodstream.
Come on. Get it, girl.
And then it causes a downward spiral of negative emotions that can also lead later on into negative actions.
Oh my word, thank you so much for breaking that down.
Tell me that.
I did? You are so smart. So thank you so much for that beautiful breakdown. You're absolutely correct. So what happened is stress, when we think about stress, we almost look at it in a negative light. Stress actually isn't negative. We actually should use stress. So let's say if you're crossing the street, right? And if a car comes at you, what are you gonna do? You're gonna run out that way because you don't want to get hit by the car. So stress is a biological, in our bodies, and it's for our protection. So a lot of times stress is a good thing, but how about this? 3,000 or 4,000 years ago, stress of 3,000 or 4,000 years ago is not the same stress from today. So 3,000 or 4,000 years ago, let's say, we are really trying to survive. We just want to obviously eat and have shelter and just survive. So 3,000 or 4,000 years ago, we use stress because guess what? Oh my word, there could be a tiger chasing us. So what happens in your body is when stress is a hormone, like what's your name again? Erica. Yes. Erica said that cortisol is released in your body, and what it does, it shuts off digestion. So when digestion is shut off, the adrenaline that takes from your body in order to leave and to run and to use your limbs, so stress is in your body so you can survive. So you can't run up that tree. So you can run, or guess what? Oh, there's a famine. If there's a famine, oh my word, we aren't gonna probably have food for 3 or 4 weeks. So when that happens, digestion is shut off, your fat is still released, so your body holds on to fat so that you can survive. So your body does not know the difference between stress of 3,000 or 4,000 years ago, the stress of today. So even though you don't have the proverbial tiger chasing you, now there's stress on the job. There are deadlines that you have to meet. You might have aging parents. You might have grandchildren or a niece or a nephew or cousin. There's family situations, childhood trauma. There's so many things right now that we are so stressed and upset about. Our bodies, it doesn't know the difference. So that cortisol is released, and with cortisol is released, you aren't able to, you lack energy. And even if you are trying to make health changes in your nutrition, it seems as if nothing is working. You're going to the gym, you're drinking your water. Why are you still not making your nutritional goals? It's because of stress. It's stress. And it's also our belief. We're gonna get into the belief portion in just in one moment. So we talked a little bit about stress. So I have a question. So this is the workshop portion of my event, and you already have your workbook, so I'm so grateful for that. I have a question. Do I have any volunteers that would like to join me? You can join me, yes, if you want. She said she wants to come up for her Snickers. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when we are under stress. We have a tendency to self-soothe. And a lot of times we self-soothe with, guess what? With food. I self-soothe with food. At my heaviest, I was 310 pounds. In 2019, I weighed 275 pounds, y'all. And I'm not 6'3". I'm not 6'4". I'm 5'2". So, yes, so I understand what it's like to self-soothe with food. So what I'm going to do, I have a couple of these cool worksheets. So, wait, you're going to actually be, so you're gonna portray someone that is stressed. You're like a little ball of stress. Ah! I would love for someone to come up to portray someone that is totally one in their mind, body, and spirit. So do you have any takers of someone that can come up that can, oh, thank you so much, beautiful. So right now, this lovely lady, you can put this around your neck. Thank you so much, love.
In mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah, so you're gonna stand here, and guess what? But guess what? I'm gonna participate too. See, it's supposed to be fun. Learning can be fun. It doesn't have to be boring and stuffy. I am going to represent cortisol, which is the stress-releasing hormone that's produced when we are under a lot of stress. And then, lastly, do I have someone that's gonna represent? Well, it's supposed to be like blood, but disease and just sickness. I'm not claiming this, but this is just for today's, for us to study and to learn. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Okay, so you're going to stay at the end. All right, so let me show you what happens to our bodies when we are under stress, or what happens when we are experiencing so much zen and we are feeling so amazing. All right, so I have some fresh berries. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so for my young lady, okay, so right now she is one in her mind, body, and spirit. She feels good. So that means she is not, even the stress that she's under, she knows how to maintain, not yet, no, just 1 second, love. She knows how to, I'm about to eat, baby. She knows how to maintain her stress levels, because guess what? She gets enough sleep. And if the stress that she's under, she knows how to manage it, because she takes deep breaths. She maybe meditates, she prays. She has a pretty good morning routine, and she makes really good choices. And what are you choosing right now to eat? Berries. She has delicious berries. So go ahead. So as she's eating her berries, I want to let you know, I represent cortisol. No matter what you eat, whether it's berries, broccoli, chicken, steak, Doritos, pizza, your body is still going to release insulin. So insulin it's in your pancreas, it sits behind your stomach, it's shaped like a tadpole. So insulin's job is to get sugar out of your bloodstream. So guess what? I'm insulin, she's eating berries. We want insulin to do its job and to leave. So she's eating her berries, I'm insulin, I'm tapping your shoulder, 1, 2, 3, I'm insulin. I did my job, she's eating her berries, she feels good. Now, right here, this young lady's probably under a little bit of stress. What kind of stress do you experience? Or can you give me an example? It doesn't have to be a real life experience, but can you share with me something that maybe makes you stressful?
When the cats or the dog knocks something over and I just finished cleaning up.
Oh, how do you feel?
I feel stressful, like,
Oh, so she feels stressful, like, and then sometimes when you're stressed, a lot of times our body is craving, we feel a little bit emotional, and we probably crave something, maybe rest. We probably want some water, but guess what? For survival purposes, our body's thinking, oh my gosh, we're experiencing a famine. We have to eat something. And what do you, if you're in stress, what are you going to probably eat?
Chocolate or Snickers?
Are you going to eat berries? Are you going to be drawn to those berries? Or, so what do you, so.
I'm gonna eat the Snickers.
Okay, so let me show you what happened. So with this lovely young lady, as insulin was released a little bit, 1, 2, 3, I'm out of her bloodstream. We want insulin to do its job and to remain low. We don't want to continue to spike insulin. But, okay.
I'm stressed.
Go ahead. You can really eat it. So now I'm insulin, so I'm releasing her bloodstream, but guess what? I'm working so hard because there's extra sugar I have to get out of her bloodstream. Oh my gosh. And guess, since she had the Snickers, oh my word, are you full? Do you think she's gonna be full from the Snickers? No. So you're probably hungry a little bit later. So guess what? Are you gonna reach for maybe some chicken or protein or vegetables?
No.
No. What are you reaching for?
Doritos!
You're reaching for?
Doritos!
Doritos. Do you think she's really satisfied? So you see how sometimes we want to fuel our bodies in ways that's soothing. And a lot of times we aren't going to take the time to fuel our bodies. And so she's right now experiencing a lot of stress. Now I'm working so hard. And then later on that day, she has some pizza. Oh, insulin, working so hard to get the sugar out the bloodstream. Insulin, guess what happens? Insulin is getting exhausted. So what happens when insulin gets exhausted, guess what? We become insulin resistant. That means we abuse our pancreas so much, our bodies no longer produce insulin. And then we have to, thank you, so 1 second. Then we have to, now we're insulin resistant, which now we have diabetes. Now we have different cancers. Now we have psoriasis, liver failure, we have heart disease, strokes. So this represents, us not, fueling our bodies. And it all comes down to stress, not only stress, but also, I'm gonna talk about it, limited beliefs. It's not really the food that we eat. It is really what we think and how we feel, how we connect to the food and who we think we are in relation to the food. So I'm gonna talk about limited beliefs in a second. So thank you so much for your participation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your participation. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your participation. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're going to talk about limited beliefs. What is a limited belief? Can anybody share that with me? What do you think what is a limited belief? What is a limited belief? Any takers? I'll share with you. A limited belief. Matter of fact, okay, let's break it down. What is a belief? Okay, let me tell you what a belief is. A belief is something that is empirically the truth. It is a fact that I am Pamela Pickett. It's a fact that I'm 5'2½". That's a fact. It is a fact that I am black. That is a fact. We're not disputing that. A limited belief is something that was told to us that was limited. It came from our community. It came from maybe a teacher. It came from a disapproving look from you were 5 years old and maybe your mom looked at you. She didn't mean to look at you in a certain way, but you somehow internalized that as not being enough. Things that were told to you, that's not the truth, but we adopted it as the truth. That's not the truth. I'll share with you one huge limited belief that I had. One huge limited belief that I had was that I will always be fat. That's just the way it is. I did not see myself any other way. It's not the Doritos, it's not the Snickers, it's how we relate to who we think we are with the food. All right, so we're gonna share a little bit about limited beliefs. So we have some people that not only do they have stress on their day-to-day life in terms of with their families and community events, but what about the stress on the job? Some of us are working 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 16-hour days. We have 24 hours in a day. How are you spending the time that you have? If you're sleeping 8 hours, that's 16 hours. Are you stressed for most of that time? How does your body relate to the time that you're spending? So let's talk about limited beliefs. So one limited belief that I had that I shared with you was that I'm a big girl, I'm a fat, I'm fluffy. That's just the way it is. That's not the truth. So I'm gonna kind of give you another story about limited beliefs. So you have Cody and let's say Keisha. They're 5 years old. They're not related, two stories. But they're on the swing, you know, that's, at a 5-year-old, they don't really have that too many limited beliefs because, you know, they're here. They're here to explore. They feel good in their bodies. They don't have any limits. So they're in their zone of genius. So Cody and Keisha, they're on the swing. There's this swinging. But guess what? Cody and Keisha, the grandma see them on the swing. They remember that, oh my gosh. So the grandma remembered breaking her arm when she was 5 years old on the swing. She automatically took the fear of swings and placed on Keisha. So she said, Keisha, get off that swing. Girl, you know you're clumsy. Keisha felt so bad, like, huh? So her little spirit is just destroyed. She said, oh, I guess I'm clumsy, because she trusts her grandmother. She knows that her grandmother would never tell her anything wrong. So from that moment on, Keisha had a fear of swings, because she said, oh, I'm always clumsy, or my grandma said I'm clumsy. So that limited belief stuck with her. So by the time she was in the 6th grade, she never tried out for gymnastics, because she thought in her mind, well, I'm clumsy. My grandma thought I was clumsy. So she was very fearful of gymnastics. So certain things she didn't even try. She didn't try out for certain sports. Now Keisha is 60 years old and she's afraid of swings, because she said that she's always been clumsy. There was no proof that she was always clumsy, but her grandmother, told her that she was clumsy. So that was just something that stuck with her. That was very limited, and that's not the truth. What are the limited beliefs? And you don't have to share with me, but if you are in the space to share with me, please. Do you have any limited beliefs or any past limited beliefs that you overcame? Any past limited beliefs that you overcame? No? Okay, so how about this? So right now, a lot of us are in very, very stressful jobs. So whether you are in tech, finances, engineering, that's a lot of pressure. You have to meet these deadlines, and you have to make things happen. If you don't, you are at a loss of, you thinking, okay, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my job. I have thousands of people depending on me. What if you're an engineer and you put a part in wrong? And you're like, oh, I could be responsible, not to lose my job, but the safety of others, almost as if you have life and death in your hand. Do more with less. What does that mean? Do more with less. You're in a stressful job. That means you have 8 hours on the job, but your boss might want you to perform as if you have 10 hours, but you have to fit a 12-hour day and an 8-hour period. That's stressful. How do you feel right now? How do you feel in that position? Do you feel as if you're going to actually I'm going to go ahead and meal prep? I'm going to go ahead and probably go to bed at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock and be refreshed? No, because there's deadlines you have to make. You're probably going to bed at 3 or 4 in the morning, and then you're getting up at 6 o'clock. So guess what that means? That cortisol shooting up, you're not resting, and you're stressed. A stressor number 3, glamorize burnout, rebranded as resilient. We wear it as a badge of honor. I remember when Jamie was younger, I would say, because Jamie, he stayed with me. I didn't have anybody watch Jamie. He stayed with me majority of the time. Like, I didn't have a babysitter, because my mom raised 10 kids. I'm like, if she wants to have her grandchild, she'll watch him. But he stayed with me the majority of the time. And so I almost wore, there were stories about Jamie crying. But I kept Jamie. So I wore the fact that I had Jamie, I worked, I wasn't getting to sleep, I was stressed, and I ate. I ate copious amounts of food to deal with my stress. So we glamorize almost like, we glamorize not giving to ourselves. We glamorize pouring from an empty cup. That's not glamour. We have to take care of our bodies right here. I have this one body. I'm not going to wake up in the morning and have another body. We have this one body we have to honor, take care of. Oh, another stressor. What is it? Oh, so when you, what is it? Hyper perfectionism. Do you feel as if you're all or nothing? Like if it's not done at 100%, if it's not done at 100%, it just won't get done? Does that sound a little bit familiar? It has to get done. Go home, go big or go home. All or nothing. So I think a lot of us deal with that because we want to be the perfect wife, the perfect husband, the perfect daughter, the perfect niece. We want to feel and give 100%. But how do we give 100% when we feel we're not feeling our bodies? Where there's so much mental anguish. It's so much mental anguish. How do we give 100%? We can't. Oh, another stressor, AI anxiety and the technology takedown. Do you fear losing your job to AI? I don't eat fast food, but I think one time I went to make a run and one of my family members wanted me to pick up some fast food and it freaked me out. I go to the drive-through window and it was the AI voice. I'm like, oh my word. So there's not a real person I was even talking to. I think I was at Wendy's. I couldn't believe it. So, having a big corporation, being a part of a big corporation, do you feel as if your job is, you've been at this company for 20 years. Do you feel as if you're going to be obsolete because of the AI and how fast we're moving in technology?
No.
You said no?
No.
And why is that?
Because I work in technology and it'll always be something to fix that AI messes up.
Oh, so you're saying that could be a stressor, but it doesn't have to be a stressor. I like that. Can you say that one more time? Can you speak a little bit louder, please?
Yeah, so since I work in technology, I'm not really worried about AI taking my job because I fix problems that AI gives people.
So you said that you fix problems. I think that is so awesome that you said that you fix problems that AI, so AI is not perfect. But can you imagine someone who they don't have that same belief and they think that, oh my gosh, I'm going to be replaced. AI is going to replace me. I think that's lovely that you have that confidence that you know that you're going to be safe.
Skynet builds the T-100.
Pardon me?
Until Skynet builds the T-100.
Are you talking about Terminator? Oh my word. Yes, sir.
You mentioned AI bigger than food. About 3 months ago, I think it was Jets Pizza. My wife bought some Jets Pizza, and so the person answered
Yes.
was AI. And I want to tell you something. She gave them specific directions what she wanted. And do you know that they could not even fill the order of the pieces? Anyway, they kept making so carrying to the pizza center 4 or 5 times because it was not a quote. I'm not saying humans don't make mistakes in fast food, but it was so there's no connection. It was just okay. Anyway, it was an example.
I kept asking her, is the order correct? And she kept saying, no, it's not. And they kept saying, they start you all over again.
It feels like all over again.
Oh my words. So what you're saying is that AI, speaking of what this young lady, Beautiful Ren, said, AI is not perfect. They messed up the order. Okay, so right now, really quickly. So right now we're talking about AI and we're talking about limited beliefs. Right now, Ren is she's eating Doritos, right? So do you remember we talked about this eating from a stressful state and we feel hungry? So like I said, our bodies weren't designed to eat copious amounts of food. So think about it, 3,000 years ago, we weren't like, oh my gosh, we had to hunt 3 days for that tiger. And then 3 hours later, I think I want a rabbit. And then 4 hours after that, I think I want to eat a squirrel. We weren't designed to eat the amounts of food that we eat. So intermittent fasting is very important. But all that it doesn't even matter if you don't honestly have if your mindset and if you don't focus or pay attention to what your limited beliefs are concerning how you deal with food. Then that could be a issue. Okay, so you have your workbooks. In your workbooks on the right. And then also I'm going to tell you 3 ways to quickly feel good in your body. 3 ways today you can feel better in your body. But in your right, you're going to see the belief bubble. You see the belief bubble to the right? There's a picture. There's a belief bubble. Can you please take out the belief bubble? Yes, you have the belief bubble to the right. And in your folder, in the right is going to say, I think, ways to curb your sugar cravings. To the left is how we can better deal with stress. So you look at the belief bubble, we talk about limited beliefs. What happens is, we talked about how it's not about the food. It wasn't the fact that I was 310 pounds. It was how I related to the food. So when I was at my heaviest, 310 pounds, matter of fact, let's take it back to September 2019. At 275 pounds, when I woke up in the morning, I already had the belief. Look at the belief bubble. Your belief produces your thoughts. Your thoughts produces your feelings. Your feelings produces either the habits, and the habits, it's either you're going to take action or you're going to stay stagnant. So at 275 pounds in 2019, I got up and I thought, I'm a big girl. That's just the way it is. That's going off in my mind constantly. I'm just a big girl. That's just the way it is. So I have the beliefs that say I'm a big girl. I have the thoughts that confirm my beliefs. I'm just a big girl. That's just the way it is. I had the beliefs, I had the thoughts, and I felt big. That's just the way it is. I almost felt as if I was comfortable with being uncomfortable. There were times where I did feel a little cute. I got it together, but a lot of times, be very honest. How did I look when I was heavier? When I was just very sad. How did I dress?
You did not dress. You wore sweats all the time.
Sometimes with holes in them.
Yeah.
I didn't feel good. So if I already had the beliefs that I'm heavy, that's just the way it is. I had the thoughts to confirm the beliefs that I'm heavy, that's just the way it is. I had the feelings to confirm my beliefs and my thoughts and the feelings. And then, so I have the habit and what behaviors did I take? That means in the morning, you know what I ate? I'm gonna get into that in a second. But in the morning, I'll get up. I would take Jamie to either he was with me or I dropped him off at my ex-mother-in-law's house. I would get up and I'll eat egg and cheese McMuffin with orange juice and a hash brown. That's probably standard. Oh, I did more. And then after that, I'll get into, I ate because I just said I was already a big girl. So that means when I went to the store, when I go to the grocery store, do you think I'm gonna be like, oh, you know what? I feel pretty good right now. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe I'll try some fruit or maybe I'll try salad. I already have the belief I'm a big girl, so I took the action towards me being a big woman. So I ate the pizza. I ate the Ben & Jerry's half-baked. I ate the fried chicken. I ate burgers in the car because of who I thought I was concerning the food. Who I was concerning the food. So you see, the belief bubble. I want to break down the belief bubble, and I broke that down. Okay, so I shared with you, that was the workshop portions. I appreciate your time and your presence, but I'm gonna kind of talk about the brag book. You don't gotta do it, but I'm gonna say the brag book. It just makes me feel a little flirty, the brag book. What is the brag book? I'm gonna share with you the brag book. The brag book is something that we can talk about our accomplishments and be open about it and expressive. B-R-A-G, the brag book. Brag. Dust your shoulders off. Brag book. The brag book.
Brag, B-O-O-K?
Yes, I'm going to,
Brag book.
B-R-A-G.
Brag.
I'm going to talk about my accomplishments.
Okay, the brag book.
The brag book. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the brag book. The brag book. By me having this space of honestly, it started in my mind. By me having the space to finally have the belief. Oh, that's what it was. So please, in your photos to the left, there's a picture with me wearing a blue jean outfit. In that photo, I remember on that particular day, I did feel cute. I had my little makeup on. But what happened when I got home that evening, I had a disconnection from looking at that photo from who I was. So in that photo, when I got home, I knew that wasn't a clear representation of everything that I could become. I knew that wasn't me. Even though I was always a big girl. I was never a small little girl. I was always heavy. But in that moment, I knew that was not a clear representation of everything that I could become. I had a disconnection from that woman. I cried because I knew the Pamela that's right now that's standing in front of you, the old Pamela had to die in order for me to be here with you for today. I had to die. I cried in the bar. But guess what, y'all? Before I cried at the bar, I drove to 7-Eleven. I got my taquitos, I got my Doritos, and my Ben & Jerry's. But I had to really mourn the old Pamela. And I went on this journey. By me releasing 140 pounds naturally, less than 2 years, not only am I here with you, but I was able to be in the space of having confidence to go ahead and explore different avenues and different jobs. I'm in the space right now of creating. My son is very talented. He can draw, he paints, he's into editing, he dresses me, he's my fashion stylist. But guess what? I didn't know that I was creative until I had the space where I was able to explore. Now I love photo shoots, I love to write. I wrote my first short film, directed by, of course, Ed Green behind the camera. My first short film, and now I'm here as a speaker. All that would not have been possible if I did not get control of my thoughts. What did I think about myself, in my body, in my spirit? Why was I so unhappy? So now I'm gonna get, this is the real, I'm gonna get my Viola Davis tears on. And I always cry when I think about it. In 2019, I was in a very, very dark place. And every time I look at Bryn, my gosh, my niece and my son, I told you how I like eating the car. So what I did with my addiction, I ate in secrecy, I ate in shame. And it's so interesting, it wasn't until even a couple of years ago, my family didn't even know the extent of my eating. I'm gonna take it back for a second to Greater Grace days. When we were at Greater Grace Temple Christian Academy, I was in the 4th grade. This would be a typical snack for me. I remember getting like bread, like just 2 slices of bread. I would put 3 or 4 slices of American cheese on each slice of bread, put it in the microwave, that would come out. I took a stick of butter and put it on the bread. I knew I didn't have a good relationship with food. My mother would send us to school with money to go get a school lunch. I would get 4 bags of sour cream and onion chips and 2 chocolate milks. That's why I ate every day. She didn't know that. So here I am at 46 years old, getting ready to be 47, and my family, they're just now understanding the extent of my food addiction. I remember, so Jamie was about 6, 7 years old, so I remember when Jamie would have snacks. He would have his snacks, I was shopping. After I ate all my snacks up, I went and I would eat his snacks. Jamie was at my mom's house, he's like 7 years old, and my mom was, I think she was getting ready to put him to bed, so she was like, why do you have snacks under your pillow? He said, because I don't want mommy to eat my food. I ate from my child. He wasn't safe. Not when I was in that state. It was in 2020. And we were on lockdown. Our kids were under a lot of stress. My niece Ren, she was turning, I think, 14. And she wanted an ice cream cake from Baskin Robbins. We were supposed to have this party at my mom's house. For some reason, it got canceled. And I was there, I think, for the weekend, or, you understand, I ate her entire ice cream cake that weekend, slice after slice after slice. So by the time, I think 2 or 3 days later, after that, when she realized that the cake was gone, and that I ate it, all that baby wanted was her ice cream cake. What I dealt with the food addiction was destructive, and it was selfish. I had to live with that every day. So I'm here right now as a testament that if I promise you, I know it sounds so cliche, but if I can control, if I can, just a little bit of hope. Y'all understand, when I first went on my journey, I didn't see myself, oh my gosh. When I cried looking at that photo, it's not like, oh, I saw myself losing 140 pounds. I just knew that whatever I was doing obviously wasn't working. I had to do something. I just prayed. You don't have to have 100% of hope, but do you have hope and faith that I believe in you? Do you have hope and faith that if I can stand here to talk to you, my God, you are so worthy. You are worthy and deserving. A lot of us, we can't dream past our pain. You're just getting up in the morning. You're checking your boxes. You get up in the morning, you drink your coffee. You take the same route to work. You pick up your kid, you drop them off. You go home, you eat your dinner. You wake up, you live the same life over and over. We're not meant to live the same life over and over. We're not meant to live the same year over and over and over again. What dreams do you have thank you? What dreams do you have that you're not even aware of, that wants to be birthed? Your soul does not know the difference between where you are. Your soul wants to design and create. It doesn't care that you have arthritis. It doesn't care that you have diabetes. It doesn't care that you are sick. What is your soul desire? A lot of us don't know what our soul desire is because we're rattled with pain. Why are we rattled with pain? What are we saying to ourselves? After you leave here, you're gonna be in your thoughts. You're gonna be in your thoughts. I'm gonna have my thoughts. What do you think to yourself? What do you think to yourself right now that you wouldn't even say to a friend? What thoughts do you have right now about your future, about your life? The insecurities, we somehow think that whatever goes on in the world has to affect us. In a way it does, but in a way it doesn't. We think about the economy, we think about the finances. That can be stressful. It doesn't have to be. We want to be free in our mind, body, and spirit. We are here to design it, to create. What do you want to create? There's only going to be one of you in human history. Leave your mark in this world. Let the world know that you were here. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? That's a rhetorical question. You can always share with me, but what do you want to do? What do you want to be? I did not know I was going to be here with you. God did not bring me this far. It doesn't bring me this far. What do you want? How badly do you want it? Three ways, mind, body, and spirit. You want to feel better in your body right now for today? You want to feel better in your body? Okay. You don't have to raise your hand, but Love Doves, what are you drinking? What are you drinking? Are you drinking are you drinking some mocha coca lattes at Starbucks? The cute unicorn drinks that are pink and blue? Are you drinking, your pop? No, my thing is this is a rhetorical question. Okay, you don't have to sit there and drink a gallon of water. Okay, thank you. You said a little Patron. So just think about what you're drinking. Not saying you don't even have to necessarily exit out, but just can you probably drink 8 ounces more water? That water gives us energy and it makes us full. We feel good drinking water. Okay, let's say water is gross. You can liven it up with some cucumber, lemon, lime, but water is good for you. Tea? Yes, tea. You said you want to drink tea? You do drink tea. Okay, water. How are you sleeping at night? If you go to bed, can you go to bed maybe a half hour earlier than what you normally go to bed? Because remember, when you're up, a lot of times you don't make the best choices when you're stressed and upset. So when you're up at 2 in the morning and you're like, I think I want a snack. Are you gonna go in there and probably eat an apple? Not when you have Oreos right there. You're like, ooh, and you probably or that mindless eating. You probably eat 6 Oreos and you go back to sleep. So yeah, so if you're sleeping, then you're resting. Your body can rest and heal, rest and digest. So water, maybe going to bed a half hour earlier, and what do you eat? Mind you, I'm not here to throw any. I'm not trying to here demonize any food, but honestly, can we probably all agree, whether you're vegan, vegetarian, carnivore, whatever nutrition choice that you make, can we probably agree that sugar and processed food is probably not the best for us? No, it's not. So just think about your sugar intake. Their sugar intake, because I really do think that sugar, it really is the cause of a lot of. I think sugar is the culprit of a lot of our illnesses. All right, so that's 3 ways you can heal your body. What about 3 strategies? We talked about stress on the job, especially those who are in finances. That's a mighty burden. If you're in charge over millions of dollars, those numbers get messed up, and you're out the door. That's what you feel. I'm out the door. So that's a lot of stress that you are probably feeling. Stress. Okay, instead of you thinking that, oh my gosh, I have to have everything 100%. Instead of perfection, what about progress? Instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to scrap it and not do anything, what about maybe seeing maybe 80%? Can you do maybe 80%? Show up 80%. And then you can then work through that rest, but just come to the table with the best that you can, where it's not going to be so upsetting where, oh my gosh, I got to bring 100%. How does it make you feel when you feel that amount of stress, where you have to play at 100%? How does it make you feel? Oh my word. Can we transition from progress to productivity, ROI, return on investment? We invested a lot. Can you name me okay, speaking of an investment, I don't know if you know this, but it's my birthday time and I just got my hair done. Y'all, it's not cheap. It's expensive. We invest money when we think it's important. I got my hair done just now because I want to feel a little flirty. I got my hair done. We make investments with our hair, with our clothes, with our, we save, and what do we invest in? Can we invest in ourselves? You're worth the investment. What's the return on investment? What about I know that the thing is, guess what? Stress is going to always be a part of our lives, but it's really how we deal with the stress. So if you're working, let's say, if you're working 8 hours, but you feel as if your boss wants you to squeeze in your 8 hours, make it seem as if it's 12, that's a lot of stress. Can you put yourself first? It's all about putting yourself first. And there's the ego. You feel as if you have to, oh my gosh, I've got to produce. You're on vacation with your family, but you feel as if you got to send that email, you got to get on that Zoom call. Put yourself first. I know it's kind of hard, but can you start small? Can you take maybe this 1 week, can you think of something that you're doing right now where it's stressing you out and you're putting yourself last? Can you put yourself first and maybe not take that call, not answer that email, or send an email that's saying, right now I'm with my family? But guess what? A lot of us aren't going to do that because we think that if we do that, we're going to get fired. It's cyclical. You see how we get stuck? The return's not going to come because we think we're going to get stuck with the limited belief that if I do this, I'm going to get fired. You won't. You are important and you have gifts that AI, like this lovely young lady said, Ren, that will never be replaced. It can't be replaced. Do you right now, can you please raise your hand? I'm not saying if you even have it now, but have you ever had limited belief about yourself? Have you ever had limited belief about yourself? Past, present, past or present, past or present. Okay. What I want you to do is think about that limited belief right now that you had. I don't know if it's still with you or if it's something that you're still working through. Are limited beliefs the truth? They're not the truth. I'm so grateful that you are here with me. So guess what? So we think about stress, and guess what, y'all? I have a question. Think about how you were when you were 5 years old. Where is that 5-year-old little girl, little boy? We're not 5 years old anymore. I'll be 47 in a couple of weeks. Guess what? That 5-year-old is still inside of you. A lot of times we somehow suppress the 5-year-old little boy, little girl side of us. But guess what? They want to come out and they want to play. We are riddled. Have you ever just seen a 3-year-old a 4-year-old play? My niece Nova, she's 2, and she's full of so much love and life. We lose that. We lose that innocence. We lose that adventure because we're weighed down by stress on the job. We're weighed down by family obligations. We're weighed down by our bodies and we just don't feel good. And that sense of adventure and play is gone. Honor that little boy, that little girl inside of you. So what we're going to do, think about that limited belief that you had, past, present. Think about that limited belief. So you have markers on your table. Do you have markers on your table? Do you have markers? And then under your worksheet, there's a sheet of paper. We're gonna have some fun. Learning should be fun. I like having fun. Y'all like having fun too?
Yes.
I love having fun. So on your sheet of paper, so what you do? So this we're gonna do. Y'all remember making airplanes when you were younger, making paper airplanes? Y'all remember? So what we're gonna do is, think about that limited belief that you had. Think about that limited belief that you had. And what I want you to do, think about the limited belief. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make an airplane. When's the last time you made an airplane? Thank you. When's the last time you made an airplane? It's been years. So what we're gonna do, we're going to have a little bit of fun. I want you to I'm gonna do a little countdown. We're gonna take 90 seconds, and I'm gonna give you a countdown, 90 seconds, and I want you on the right-hand side of your airplane, I want you to write the limited belief. Write down whatever limited belief, whether past or, so just think about it. Yeah, so what you're gonna do is, so right now, just listen right now, 1 second. So you're going to make an airplane. After you make an airplane, on the right-hand side, write down the limited belief that you had, write down the limited belief, and then on the left side, write down what's the actual truth. What's the limited belief that you have, and then you're gonna write down to the left of your airplane, what's the actual truth. And then I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, actually 90 seconds. I'm gonna play a little music. Yes, yeah, so our soul desires fun. You can start. I want to play. You can start now.
Mama cheated, she done.
Oh no.
Mama cheated.
Yes. It doesn't have to be perfect. Look, this is not going to be graded. This is something that's you have to worry about, oh my gosh, my boss is going to I'm going to get fired, or this is just something that's supposed to be fun and lighthearted. Honor that little boy, that little girl inside of you. Make the airplane.
You said right side of the limited belief?
The left side, what's the actual truth? What's the actual truth? This is supposed to be lighthearted. You don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, it has to look a certain way. This is just about you. Fun and adventure. Honoring that little boy, little girl side of you. Oh, okay. We got y'all getting fancy. Okay, y'all. 10. 8. Uh-oh, y'all getting fancy. 7. 6. Wait, hey, tell me, should I give you more time? You need a little bit more time? What you thinking? You're good? Okay. You have your airplane? So what I would love for you to do going forward, what I would love for you to do going forward, limited beliefs are going to be with us, but just when you recognize them, it does say you have to be this lab where you have to write it down. But think about that limited belief. So to honor that little boy, that little girl inside of you, when life gets so hard, when the economy, finances, when things on the job, when you feel as if you cannot breathe, take 15 minutes out the week. Honor that little boy. What did you do as a child when you were 10 years old? Did you play with Legos? Did you color? Did you write? Think about that 5, 10-year-old. It didn't cost you anything. You didn't have to worry about, oh gosh, if I lose this job, I'm gonna get fired. Someone's gonna replace me. What did you do when that just gave you pure joy and magic? Give that to yourself for 15 minutes. Just once a week, give that to yourself. Or you have your airplanes? All right, now guess what we're gonna do? This is, I told you, it's interactive. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna stand on up. Stand on up, let's take those airplanes. Stand on up, take the airplane. Okay, what I want you to do, we're gonna just launch them. Okay, ready? Yes, we're gonna launch the airplanes. On the count, let's see what's gonna, you can, look, any direction you want them to go. So think about where you want the airplanes to go. You're gonna launch it, ready? And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch those airplanes. Let's see where they go. See? Look, his just did like a nice glide. Okay, wait, did you launch it? It's okay, do it again. It's okay. It's all right. Okay, just for those, I know it was some of the lighthearted silly, but how did that make you feel? It made us feel good because guess what? It didn't cost anything. So when life gets hard, when you feel as if there's no, you almost feel as if, oh my God, you have anxiety, you have fear. We're gonna have fear to keep us safe, but it shouldn't keep us stuck and stagnant. Honor the little boy and little girl inside of you. Know that you are worthy of every dream. There's only one of you in human history. There's only one of you in human history. You are worthy of all your dreams. I'm here with you. So guess what? Since you are, of course, y'all know I'm gonna feed you and I'm gonna share with you. So for those of you that came and spent time with me, I have my course, the Total Mind Body Transformation Rejuvenation 30-day course. And since you came and you joined me, of course, I'm going to have it available for you for half off. But let me tell you about fear. Fear is gonna creep in and it's gonna say, oh, it's not the right time. It's never gonna be the right time. It's not the right time. I got to talk over we invest money, we invest what we want to spend on. So invest in yourself. I sure do appreciate the time that you took to be here with me. I want you to know that I love you, and I'm just here as a health coach and a transformational motivational speaker at your service. I'm so grateful for you. You are worthy of all your dreams. Always put yourself first. I believe that we're beautiful. We deserve to be in a healthy mind, body, and spirit. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, what can I say? This is Dr. William Liverman, my lovely daughter Pamela, who I feel did an amazing job. And one thing in my teaching career that I learned many years ago, people will feel you before they hear you. And Pamela did an awesome job of connecting with the audience regarding her journey. So again, I'm proud of Pamela. I'm proud of what she's doing and what she shall do. And again, this journey is an amazing journey for her, and there's no doubt that in the years ahead she'll be blessed a plethora of people who will be part of her wonderful journey. And my wife and I and daughters, we're so glad that we are part of that journey as well. Thank you.
My experience today with the Butterfly Life is resonating with me. She did an excellent job. Her testimonial, very impactful. The Bible speaks about us overcoming with the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. She's made everything so practical that a fool couldn't error. I'm inspired leaving here today to become a better version of myself because of Pam. And I'm not just saying it for fluff. I didn't completely understand that scripture before, but now I have very good pictorial and practical steps that I can make applicable in my everyday living. So I'm very, very proud of her. Very, very proud of her. Keep up the good work.
Not only is Ms. Pamela inspirational, but she's also educational, and she teaches you about your own body, like in a science way, and she's open about her past. And not only is she open about her past, she's open about the journey it took to get where she is today. and that's all really just inspirational. And I think you should definitely invest in yourself and invest in your health by coming and educating yourself and checking her out. So.